Right before we jump into this video, if you want to get my free 11 Days to Better Photography mini video course, head on over to froknowsphoto.com/11days to get started right now. Jared Polin, froknowsphoto.com, and this is a preview of the Canon EOS M6. Now, before any of you out there think that the M6 is replacing the M5, which it's not, Canon has officially changed their naming scheme for their mirrorless cameras. So just like their DSLRs, the lower the number, the better the camera is supposed to be. For example, you go from the 80D to the 7D to the 5D to the 1D series. Those are considered better as the numbers get lower. So in this case, the M6 is not better than the M5. But let's get to the specs and talk about that right now. You have a 24.2 megapixel CMOS sensor. Now that's the same you'll find in the M5, the 80D, the 77D, and the T7i. You have a Digic 7 processor. It also has 100 to 25,600 ISO natively. It has 49 autofocus points, which is the same as the M5. Most of these specs, by the way, I'm going to give you a little hint, are probably the same as the M5. I'm going to tell you the differences in just a second. 9 frames a second if you are in single focus mode. You can do 7 frames a second in continuous servo. It has dual pixel CMOS AF, which is great for video, as well as shooting your stills using the live view. It has no touch to drag AF, which the M5 does, and I love that feature. It has a 3-inch tilting LCD touchscreen that actually flips up, unlike the M5. Now let me show you that real quick. The M5 goes like this, the 4th, the 5th. Now if it's on a tripod, you won't be able to see it, but the M6 flips up like this. Look, it flips up so you can see it over the top. The reason they can do that is because it doesn't have the EVF built in, and let me put that down. What's the difference between that and the M5? Well, let me pick up the M5 that I just put down. It has no EVF. That's right, no electronic viewfinder. I love the viewfinder on this camera. I'm not going to put it down again because I want to hold on to it. It has Wi-Fi, NFC, and Bluetooth built in. Oh, by the way, if you want to add an EVF, you can add an EVF to the M6. They just didn't give us the official price, but if I had to guess based off of the price of the older EVF, it's going to be anywhere between $250 and $300 to add that to your camera. Let's see, what else do we have? The video features, 1080 at 60 frames a second, no 4K. I am well aware that other mirrorless camera companies have made 4K in smaller cameras. I, again, am going to say this, that most consumers, because this is a consumer camera, don't need 4K because they don't know what to do with it, they don't know how to edit it, they don't have TVs or monitors to watch it back on, they don't know where to store it, and they don't have computers that are fast enough to process it. So, for the most part, 4K is not needed. Now, it's not all eye like you will find in the 80D, but for the most part, the video is going to be pretty good that you're going to get out of it. Now the price, $779.99. Now how much is this M5 body only? $979.99. That is a, let me count, it's $200 difference right there. So if the EVF is at least $200 more, you're probably better off just buying an M5. The body is basically the same. You can see from the pictures on the screen, they're almost the same except for some moving of some dials. Now that is that. I did do a real world review of this M5, which you can check out. Just look for the I button in the top right hand corner. Go ahead and look for my M5 real world review so you can see how it works, because that's probably how the M6 is going to work, except it doesn't have a viewfinder. I also think that the new naming scheme is a hint at the future of what Canon is working on, because if they weren't going to continue on with mirrorless, they wouldn't care about changing the names of them or the numbering sequence. So I think we might see a full frame box at some point one day. So if you're looking for an M6, I would tell you not to buy an M6. Canon's probably going to shoot me for that one, but I don't care because the M5 for $200 more with an EVF is the one that you should be getting, because using an EVF is better than trying to hold a camera like this and take pictures. That's what I have to say about that. That is your preview of the EOS M6. This is the M5. I recommend this one higher because it has a VVF, which I just said. And I also want to say, if you have camera gear, check out My Gear Vault at mygearvault.com. It's the best way to input, organize, and protect your gear. It's my new app, and I would appreciate it if you downloaded it from mygearvault.com or in the Apple App Store, coming soon for Android. That's it. What do you think? Would you buy the M6 or the M5? Leave a comment down below. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.
Subscribe now! Watch this video.